What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another Facebook Live. If you're catching me live, let me know down below. If you're catching the replay, or if you're watching on YouTube, let me know down below anyway. Just say hi or something. But I want to let you guys know about some updates that are coming up and what the heck that is. Oh, I'm going to show you yet. I'll tell you in just a second what's going on with our garage and just kind of the theme of this week. So we are moving in 3 days. So there's been a lot going on in one of our favorite neighbors, a dear friend of ours. She is also moving across the country. So not only we're packing, she's packing. We're gonna help her pack, and it's been so crazy. So what do I have in front of me? This, my friend, is a bunk bed. Why a bunk bed? Because we are moving from a house, and maybe a big house, depending on what you think, to an apartment. What? And that means my sister and I are going to be sharing a room. What? Double what? And that could have meant that we would have been sharing a bed. But we weren't 100% in love with that idea. So my sister, she's like, let's get a bunk bed. I mean, it was when we were little kids, like we wanted a bunk bed even though we have separate rooms. But we really wanted a bunk bed. You know, like that extra space, even because like an apartment, even like a foot is like, it's just something extra. But anyway, so we got this bunk bed, and have you ever heard like the quote, rejected for your protection? Well, we went through that so many times trying to get this bunk bed, I tell you. I mean, we were looking for new ones, even just cheap ones from Walmart, but then we'd have to buy mattresses, and we also tried to buy from people around the area where we live, but so many times it was just like roadblock. And then we found this one for like $120. It was a twin over fall, and guess who gets the fall? Yeah, I'll let you guess. But so we worked it out. They actually gave it to us for $80, which is an awesome deal for what we were looking at. And so that was awesome. We'll keep one of the full mattresses we have, and we know a way to get an awesome deal on a twin. So that is really awesome. And then what happened with our garage? It broke. 2 days ago, it broke. It fell on a ladder. We didn't know. I didn't even know until after a while. So it fell on the ladder. We didn't even know the ladder was there because all of our stuff is in the garage, so we couldn't see it. And and my dad was trying to fix it for like maybe 45 minutes. It felt like a really long time. And then my parents were like, girls, just go eat dinner. My sister and I, we prayed over our dinner and that it would be quick. It would be, my dad would be able to supernaturally fix it quickly and easily. Not even 3 minutes later, he came in, garage is fine. So that's awesome. So yeah, those are some cool things that are coming on in our lives, and that's why the theme of my, I guess especially this week, but maybe even the last 2 weeks, has been a theme of hope. Because we have lived in this house for 9 years, but that means that my dad has had to commute back and forth to his work for 9 years. For especially even starting this year, an hour and a half. That means a total of 3 hours every day for a commute. 3 hours. So it's time to move. We have the bunk bed, so that makes things better. But it's also, it hasn't really, it just really sunk in, especially for me last week when we were cleaning our rooms up. And then, so like we've just got all this mess now. But the theme is hope, because we're renting our house out, so there's like that little thing of that we're still keeping our house, but still it's like the thought of leaving almost gets me choked up. I was tearing up the other day thinking about like what we're leaving, but I didn't really think about what we're moving towards. So I want to speak to you for just a minute, that whatever you're going through, maybe you're my age and you're going through finals, if you've already gone through them, awesome, I'm so happy for you. But if you haven't, you'll do awesome. I believe in you. You've got this. There's some encouragement. But no matter what you're going through, I want to encourage you to look at what is going right in your life. And maybe that's like a little cliche for people to say. I mean, maybe people just say that after they brag. But I want to encourage you to look at the things that are going good in your life. I mean, I wanted to share the bunk bed story because it's kind of cool. I want to share the garage story because that's really cool. But the things that really make me happy are the small things. Like, I love a sunny day. I'm so happy right now because it's a sunny day. I love the sun. I mean, like, rain is awesome. I love thunderstorms too. Oh, hi, Virginia. I love a sunny day. And I'm really happy right now because I don't know if you can see right now, but it's sunny. I don't know how the light's coming in your place. But look at what is going right in your life, no matter what is going wrong. And I found that it's really, really easy to complain, especially like even in an environment like a high school. Like that's often the first things that come out of a person's mouth. It's like, oh, it's raining today. It's usually what happens out of me. Oh, it's like cold or whatever, especially if you live in northern Illinois like me. It's cold, it's rainy, whatever. But I've been trying to make an effort to, I guess this might sound weird, but say good things and focus on the good, because whatever is coming out of your mouth, that's what's going to be in the front of your head. Whatever's in the front of your mind is going to be coming out of your mouth. So it's like a cycle. And that, it works if you're talking like, complaining or trash, hopefully not, but if you're talking about what's going good. So I just want to encourage you, talk about the good, think about the good, and that's going to affect your whole day. It's going to affect how you feel. It's going to affect how you come in contact with other people. It's going to affect how you respond when things happen. It's going to affect what you do, how you do it, why you do it. So again, be encouraged. I want to turn this back on you and just say, no matter what you're going through, you've got this. Oh, let me tell the story real quick. My mom and I are talking about just like things that are going on, like what's happening, and she was telling me the story about this thing that Joyce Meyer does. And I don't know what she calls it, but it's almost like a book of wins. It's just a notebook of the good things that have happened, of wins that God has helped her with over the years, and it's what she uses to build her faith. And she just, every time she maybe even gets anxious, is probably what I use it for. I kind of have a journal that I'll refer back to, like, this has happened, and believe me, I wrote down the garage story and the bunk bed story, so that's how I remember to tell you. Otherwise, you'll forget. Write it down. Don't just talk about it. Write it down, too. But point is, she would come back to that whenever things are starting to, like, creep up and she's not really sure how to handle it. And she'll just refer back to it, that book of wins. I want to encourage you to keep something, either just like record yourself on your phone, like mark it down on your notes in the phone. Doesn't have to be on the phone. It could be, I like writing physically with a pen and paper. Whatever works for you, do it. Talk about it, think about it, write it down, do whatever. Sorry, I'm shaking. Just remember the good things that are happening. And there comes a time where you want to remember what's happened. Don't get stuck in the past, but come on. There's always good times and good memories that are happening. So I want to encourage you this week. Thank you so much for listening to this live. I hope these updates are kind of cool. And so I will see you next time. Thank you so much for listening. Bye.